Dragon Ball Z, Saiyan Saga. The battle ends. Vegeta is defeated and killed just as he is about to win. What will ultimately happen to him? Let's see in this video. Goku, Gohan, and Krillin are startled when Vegeta's body suddenly drops from the sky and lands close to them. Yajirobe, who believes Vegeta is dead, gloats about their victory, while Krillin considers burying Vegeta. However, Vegeta awakens unexpectedly and hurts Krillin as Yajirobe hides once more. Despite being severely hurt and on the verge of losing consciousness, Vegeta pushes himself in the direction of Goku and Gohan with the intention of killing them. He suddenly releases all of his energy, wreaking havoc on much of the surrounding terrain. Due to Vegeta's diminished energy, Goku, Gohan, and Krillin are slightly knocked around, but largely unharmed. Vegeta, who is struggling to stay awake, flies over to Gohan with the intention of killing him next, but is stopped by the agonizing sight that Gohan's tail has grown back, and that, thanks to the blood waves coming from the Power Ball, he could transform at any time. The Raditz and Vegeta arcs of the Saiyan Saga, which adapts the 17th through the 21st volumes of the Dragon Ball manga series by Akira Toriyama, are featured in the first season of the Dragon Ball Z anime series. The Goku saga is followed in the television show. The stories follow Goku as he discovers his Saiyan roots and faces off against Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta, three other Saiyans who want to recruit him and use him to wipe out all life on Earth. Vegeta starts to gather energy to defeat Gohan, but Yajirobe uses his sword to slice through Vegeta's back armor before he can. Vegeta sustains additional damage and drops to the ground. Yajirobe starts gloating over his defeated foe, but Vegeta gets up and moves in his direction. Yajirobe tries to apologize to Vegeta, saying his words were intended as a joke, but he is unable to make contact with his sword a second time. Vegeta begins repeatedly beating Yajirobe because he is upset with him for hurting him. Goku sees a chance in this diversion. He gives Gohan the last-ditch order to gaze up at the Power Ball. Gohan accepts and starts to change into a great ape. Gohan starts to cause trouble as a panicked Vegeta tries in vain to stop the transformation. Gohan, a great ape who is half-human, and thus slightly more amenable to reason than Goku, targets Vegeta with his attacks while Krillin and Yajirobe encourage him. Vegeta concentrates all of his strength on avoiding Gohan long enough to sever his tail. Despite the fact that none of his efforts even manage to slow Gohan down, he manages to use one of his own destructive discs to cut off Gohan's tail. Due to his weakness and lack of time, Vegeta is unable to avoid being hit by the falling Gohan as he begins to regain his normal state and is instead crushed beneath Gohan's enormous body. Vegeta uses the small remote control device to activate his space pod to retrieve him because this final blow was too much for him to handle. Radiation-suited researchers are gathered around Vegeta and Nappa's space pods in the ruins of East City when Vegeta's pod activates and takes off. When Krillin notices it coming, he realizes Vegeta is attempting to flee. Vegeta is furious with himself for allowing himself to be defeated so easily as he crawls toward the pod. Krillin moves in to kill Vegeta with Yajirobe's katana while clearly limping. Vegeta is unable to defend himself from Krillin's attack because he is barely able to move. Krillin, however, is stopped just in front of Vegeta's face by a telepathic appeal from Goku. Goku remarks that being on the verge of death makes him consider what a waste it would be to take Vegeta's life away as he pulls himself inside the pod. Krillin reluctantly permits Vegeta to leave and expresses his hope that Goku is correct in his judgment. King Kai is listening to the conversation and is also hoping Goku is correct. Vegeta closes the pod and rockets into space while swearing vengeance. Bulma and the others arrive in an airship shortly after Krillin transfers the unconscious Gohan to Goku. These significant events occur in this episode. Number 1. Vegeta is vanquished by Gohan after he changes into a great ape. Number 2. Gohan's tail is cut off by Vegeta. Number 3. Krillin is instructed to save Vegeta's life by Goku. Number 4. Leaving Earth is Vegeta. In this episode, these two conflicts were fought. Number 1. Vegeta versus Yajirobe. Number 2. Vegeta versus Gohan, the Great Ape. The shortest summary of this episode is here. Goku, Gohan, and Krillin are startled when Vegeta's body suddenly drops from the sky and lands close to them. Yajirobe, who believes Vegeta is dead, gloats about their victory, while Krillin considers burying Vegeta. However, Vegeta awakens unexpectedly and hurts Krillin as Yajirobe hides once more. To stop Gohan from looking at his fake moon and changing, Vegeta tries to kill him. But Yajirobe jumps in and stops him by slicing through his armor with his sword, creating a hero's diversion. Gohan recovers as Vegeta beats Yajirobe for interfering, and on Goku's telepathic orders, he looks at Vegeta's moon and changes into a great ape. Gohan, in contrast to Vegeta, is unable to control his behavior at this time. Gohan quickly regains some consciousness and resumes the fight, pounding on Vegeta, after being quickly alerted by Goku and Krillin's cries for him to defeat Vegeta. Vegeta manages to sever Gohan's tail in midair, but as he plummets to Earth, the Saiyan Prince is crushed by Gohan, who then transforms back into his regular form. Vegeta, who is defeated and critically hurt, takes out his remote control and calls his spaceship. Krillin tries to kill him with Yajirobe's katana as he crawls toward it. Goku commands Krillin to stop and let Vegeta leave in the hopes that the deed of kindness will transform the Saiyan Prince. Vegeta promises the remaining Z fighters that he will return and exact his revenge as he boards his spaceship and departs Earth for good. The Z fighters prevail in the battle for Earth, but not before Piccolo, Yamcha, Teen, Shiatsu, Kami, and Earth's Dragon Balls perish. The conclusion of this episode will likely pique the interest of the audience. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button.